Anything you want, yeah, the pink ones are good, that's the color you want. And if you happen to have 2 yoga blocks, grab those. Again, if you don't, not a big deal, I'm just gonna show you how you can use them. So if you have to, grab them. Don't worry about it.
I got one cat and she's on the West Coast, I can't grab her right now.
Man, cat. She's not even here, she's gone. She's going to get her blocked. Okay, Chris, is Chris here yet? No, Chris is having trouble. Oh yeah, he is, there you are. Okay, good, good. You're here, okay. So you're having struggle getting on there. All right, she's back. Yeah, she's back, all right. Okay, cool. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna start with a little intro for you guys. We're gonna do like a warm-up. I'm doing a warm-up, I know that's weird. But there's a warm-up. I'm going to do a warm-up because I want to teach you guys some things that are going to be different than the things that you usually do. And, I'm just going to need you, Aaron. And we're going to record this madness.
Recording in progress.
All right, guys, welcome if you have not joined us before on a Project Community workout. I welcome you. All 4 of us are here today. We all teach very, very different styles. We just want to give you a little taste of what we're doing here. The main thing I'm teaching is yoga hit style class with some light hand weights and some more intense yoga class that are based on biomechanics. So what that means is about keeping your body safe and working with your body, not against your body. So a lot of the moves I do are going to be different than your traditional yoga class. They're going to be similar moves, but we're changing them just a little bit to work with our body, to make our body safer, to protect our joints more. That's a big thing with moves. So all those things. So I'm going to take you guys through a warm-up and teach you some of these differences that we're doing. And I'm going to tell you why we're doing them and show you what the difference is. And hopefully you understand once you see the difference, why it's so important to tweak what you're doing now more in line with what I'm going to teach you. So you're going to be able to take this to any class, and if you're doing a live class, your teacher's probably going to be like, don't do that, but I'm going to show you why we do that. So I'm going to start you off in a very basic mountain pose. Alright, so we're just going to step into it. So I just want you to lightly shake your leg out, lightly shake, and just step down. And wherever your feet are, that is your mountain pose. That is your natural position. We don't ever want to try to force our feet forward, because as soon as we do that, if that's not your natural foot position, that automatically starts to twist your knees, okay? And that's causing a lot of problems for a lot of people that have been doing this for a long time. They're noticing a lot of knee pain, and this is why. And so you always want your kneecaps to be facing in the same direction as your toes, no matter what position you're in. If you're in a warrior position, if you're in a lunge position, doesn't matter. Toes, kneecaps, same direction. So your feet are going to look different from everybody else's. Don't try to force your feet into this position. As soon as I do that, I'm twisting my knees. My kneecaps, I have floating patella, so my kneecaps go out. As soon as I do that, my kneecaps are going in, my feet are forward. This is a twist. And it feels very uncomfortable, and I hate it, and it's awful, and I'm going to shake it out. Okay, so that's the number 1 thing. Be natural position no matter what move you're doing. Okay, so next thing, when we're standing on our mountain pose, a lot of people automatically start to lift their chest, and they start to lean back a little bit, and they start compressing their lower back. So as soon as you start to lift and lean back, you have that compression there. A lot of people are getting lower back problems. Again, they're doing yoga, and they're like, why am I actually getting more problems? This is why. So we want to be standing nice and tall and straight. We want to lift our chest, but we don't want to be crunched keeping that belly tucked in, pulling it in and up. Okay, and then we're just gonna bend those knees, bring our hands up to the center, and an internal wrist rotation, and reach those hands up to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Now, when we fold forward, we always want to bend our knees. So again, we're protecting our lower back, and we're not using our back to bring us down. So bend your knees, and then fold forward. Keep your knees bent here, especially this early in the game. Straightening out your legs this early in the game, all you're doing is pulling on the tendons. You're not stretching the muscle yet. Your muscle's not ready. So folding forward, keeping those knees bent, and again, your hands might come down to the mat. They may not. They may just be hovering. It doesn't matter. Inhale. Bend your knees a little deeper. Start to bring those hands up through the center for that internal rotation, and reach those hands up to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, reaching those hands a little higher. Exhale, just lowering a little bit. Inhale, reaching and exhaling. Good. Bend those knees, hinging, folding forward. Keep those knees bent. And we're going to bring our hands down to the mat, or if you have two blocks, you can bring your hands down to your blocks, and we're just stepping right into a downward facing dog. Now, with our downward facing dog, we want to have bent knees. We don't want to straighten out those legs too much. You can straighten them out to the point that you have a little bend. You don't ever want to hyperextend those knees, but it is totally fine to keep a deep bend in those knees. I always have a deep bend. We don't want to be pushing those heels down to the mat overly, because we can really hurt those Achilles tendons, and then you're stretching all the way through the hamstring, but you're not actually stretching. We're not warm enough. All you're doing is pulling on those ligaments and tendons connecting to your sit bones. So we're just going to give our dog a little walk, and we want to bend our knees, bend our elbows, get lots of movement. You can start lifting your feet off the mat. Inhale and exhale. And just have a look at your wrists. Make sure your wrist creases are in line with the top of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Now, for your downward facing dog, we want to make sure we're not dipping down. We want to have our neck in line with the spine, which means your head is going to be above your arms. So you're not dipping your head down so you can't see your head. As soon as you do that, and if you need to, come on down to your knees so you can watch me. As soon as you do that, you're putting your shoulder in dislocation. And I know everybody's like, oh, this feels so good, but you're actually doing quite a bit of damage by doing that. And we're putting a lot of pressure on that low back again. As soon as you start dipping that back, that's not a natural position. So we want to have a straight back. We want to have our neck in line with our spine. So your head is going to be above your arms. All right, from here, I just want you to start to walk your feet halfway up your mat. So your feet are under your hips. And then just bring your hands down. And inhale, bend those knees, bring those hands right up to the center, internal rotation. Right up to the sky, reach it nice and high. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, reaching a little bit higher. And exhale. All right, so I'm just going to show you guys that one more time. So bend your knees, hinging, folding forward, hands down to your blocks or the mat, stepping into your downward facing dog, not pushing our heels overly down to the mat, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Protect your back. Keep that head, that neck in line with your spine. Don't dip like this. I know it looks awesome, but don't do it. It's just causing damage on those rotator cuffs especially. So if you have any rotator cuff issues, this could be why. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, start to walk those feet halfway up your mat. And if you choose to jump, don't jump sure your feet are between your hands. We always want to be halfway so your feet are under your hips, so you have that point of balance. That's more important than having your hands to the front of the mat, or sorry, your feet to the front of the mat. So you want to have the point of balance. So heels are under your hips. Bring those hands, bend those knees a little bit more, bring those hands right up to the center. Internal rotation, reach those hands up to the sky. Inhale and exhale. All right, good. Deep breath. And exhale. Now, one more thing I'm going to show you. You can bring those arms down. One more thing I'm going to show you before we do a quick little yoga shred. I'll show you what we do in my class. Is I want to show you how to get up from our position. So I'm just going to show you in a halfway lift. So I'm going to bend my knees, bring my hands up to the sky, reach. And then I'm going to bend up my knees and fold forward. Always bend your knees when you're folding forward to protect that back. Inhale, my hands around my shins for a halfway lift. And I have a nice straight back. So I know you're going to hear people say, tuck your tailbone. Nobody even knows what that means. Are you talking, like, what does that mean? Does that mean like we're trying to bend our back in? Are we trying to lift it up? What are we trying to do? We don't want to do anything with our tailbone. We want to have a nice straight back. That's what we're working on. We want to elongate our spine. We want to have our neck in line with our spine. And we're working on having a nice and long spine here. So don't try to do anything with your tailbone. Just focus on having a straight back here. When we fold forward, we want to keep that bend in our knees. And when we come up, we never ever want to roll up one vertebrae at a time. And I'm going to show you why, and you can try it out. If we roll up one vertebrae at a time, we are putting all of our weight right here on our lower back. That's where we're putting all the strain on our lower back. So when we want to come up, we want to pull up and in with our low belly, and we just want to unhinge at the hips to come up. We're keeping our knees bent until we come up to a straight position. When we're doing that, we're using our low belly, our upper body, and our legs to bring us up, instead of using your low back to bring you up. So again, this is why people are developing a lot of lower back issues. So you can give that a try if you want. Come on down and roll it up one vertebrae at a time and see where you're feeling all the pressure. Okay? And then come on down, and I want you to unhinge. I want you to pull your belly in and up, and then start to unhinge. And you can put your hands on your stomach to unhinge, keeping your knees bent, and then you're straightening as you come to the top. So from there, you can see the difference how we're not just using that low back. Okay, so that's why a lot of people are getting a lot of pain right in here, right up here, because of a lot of the things that we've been doing over and over and over repetitive. So I want to help you guys get away from that pain. I want to show you how we can do it in a different style to protect our bodies just a little more. Okay, so that's the end of my tutorial section. Now we're going to get down to business. I'm going to show you what really happens. So if you want, grab a quick drink of water. when we get into those stages of our life. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I am doing a nutrition course on that specifically. All right, Brian, you are up.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Sarah. Hey, Aaron, give me a thumbs up. Are you doing the pyramid? Yeah? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go a little easier on the upper body. Downside is we're going back to the legs, even though we just did some. So welcome, everybody. You will see me traditionally in the mornings. If you are able, join me at 8 a.m. on Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, as well as Friday at 7 p.m. for a shred, and active recovery Saturday morning at 8. Now, I'm sick as hell, so I'm going to try and do my best to get through my own stuff here, but to be honest with you, I'm feeling really terrible. So I'm going to have to, I think, use some techno to keep my energy up, and maybe yours too. But every morning, every class, we have different music, you know that, we all do different stuff. All of us at Project Mayhem are known for our senses of humor, our music, and our ability to get you swearing at us in many different languages. So I'm going to start the tunes right here and start the clock. I got about 15 minutes with you. So I'm going to do something that we tend to work on the Friday morning class, which is lower body and warrior stuff. And as Sarah said, and I usually say this in all my classes too, if I say toes in line with each other, that just means make sure that they're in alignment with each other so that one foot isn't back behind the other one. There's going to be a move coming up. And I say toes and knees to the front. All that means is don't keep your one knee over here and one leg straight. Just focus and make sure you're in the natural position that Sarah talks about. That's what the most important thing is, that we find our natural positions and work through them to the best of our ability. Even in warrior pose, right? You're often told, keep those hips forward. Well, for most people, that's bogus. That's going to do a lot of damage, especially in your knees and your hips and your ankles. So just be mindful. You get to where you get to when you're opening up your body in these positions, okay? And again, if you have any questions, reach out to any of us. We're happy to chat. Set the timer here. All right. Come up to your mat wherever you want. Feet are hip width. No slight bend in that knees. Reach it through center. Reach up all the way to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Lower your head down. Grab your elbows. Ragdoll. Take a deep breath in. Hands to the mat. Lower down to one knee and then the other. Your choice. Cat, cow, or cobra cat, scaredy cat. Inhale and exhale. Back to table. Curl your toes. Pop those knees off the mat. Tailbone to the sky. Tuck your chin. Downward facing dog. And just walk it back and forth. Let's get some energy going. Both heels to the mat. Deep breath in, bend your knees, push forward, through plank over the tops of your toes and upward facing dog. Up into a plank. Lower down to your knees. Bring your shoulders up over your hips, step on out and come on up the easy way. Ready? It's time to get down. Grip those toes, slight bend in those knees. Reach your hands up all the way. Big breath in, plant the left foot, step back into high lunge. Those feet are on two separate train tracks, both going in the same direction. Reach it up. Deep breath in, palms forward, palms to the floor. Airplane arms, the palms are at the ceiling behind you. Big breath in. Use your core. Inhale, bring it all the way up as you hinge forward. Left hand to your left quad, fingers together, fingertips to the sky. You're going to hinge, you're going to use your core. Deep breath in, exhale, fold it forward, bring the fingertips to the floor. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fold it forward, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, bring it up. And bring it down. That's 3. We got 2 more. Bring it up. And bring it down. that was forward, do fly, but that was fine. Hang out while I do a random extra long for no reason. I told you I'm sick. Inhale, get your hands up, and not just in the head, but mostly. Deep breath in. All right, I want you to keep your feet in lunge position, but the hands are going into warrior two. Do you understand? Do not twist at the knees. Do not twist at the ankles. You're just going to turn slightly above the waist. So take a deep breath in. Exhale into warrior hands. So maybe you're only going this far. That's cool. Maybe you can get this way. That's fine. No extra pressure in your knees. We're going to do pulses. This is like the 80s. We're going to bring it down like this and bring it back up. Ready? Bring it down. And up. 1. And up. 2. And 3. That's it. And 4. And 5. If you have your leg warmers on, you get extra points. 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Reach it forward into high lunge. Turn your back foot into warrior 1. Deep breath in into warrior 2 as you exhale. Inhale into reverse warrior. That right hand is at the small of your back palm out. Or if you're balancing out on your quad, that's cool. Whatever works for you. Deep breath in. All the way to extended side angle. Reach out, push off that quad. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way to reverse. You slick little gazelles. Look at that. That was very smooth. Deep breath in. Exhale to warrior 2. Yogi's choice. You want to hang up here? Hang out here. If you want to drop that right hand behind your back and reach down underneath, grab those fingers and just pull your chest open. It's your choice. You don't have to. If you have a towel or a strap that you want to reach back with and pull, just hanging out for a couple of breaths here. Deep breath in. And now once you just release it, come back to warrior 2. And now straighten that front leg. Remember what I said. Toes are now facing the same direction and in alignment with each other. Keep those palms out, palms down. Inhale, bend your knees, reach it up through center. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold it forward. Hands to the mat. Walk your hands forward. Tuck the chin. If you want to bend the elbows so you can get a little deeper. Walk those hands back to you. Now either grab your quads and push yourself up, or just unhinge yourself, reach it up through center, big breath in, and bring it out to the side. Alright, this is where it's really important that your toes are in alignment with each other. Just in the same spot, that's all. Bend that left knee and lean into it, surfer pose. Keep that chest out. Straighten out that left knee, bend the right. Surfer pose. Cat knows what I'm talking about. Marshall not so much because he's on the East Coast. Bring it up and go back to the left. This time we're going to kick up. So keep this side planted firmly and you're going to kick off this leg. Ready? We got 10 of them. Bring it up and down. 1. Nice and easy. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it down, bring it up, and go to the other side. Same deal. Surfer kickoffs. Ready? Bring it up. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's it. 9, looking good. And 10, bring it down. And up. Reach those hands up. Now this is where those slick gazelle moves come in. You can do it the easy way, honestly, and that's fine, which is to just drop down onto your knees and step forward. But if you want to give it a try, put that weight and energy into the balls of your feet and turn yourself into lunge in the opposite direction. If you can do it. If not, just drop to the knees and step forward, reach up and step back with that left foot. Deep breath in, use that core, pull those palms Reach it up with both hands. Turn that back foot into warrior one. Deep breath in. Exhale into warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale into reverse warrior. Deep breath in. Bring that forearms to the quad, reach up and out. Spin inside. Like a bunch of gazelles. Flow through it. Deep breath in. Reach it all the way back to reverse warrior. I'm a flower. Look at that. You are a flower. Nice job. Deep breath in. Exhale into warrior two. Woo! I'm sweating, and I'm so sweaty and blown up that I already forgot a key move. So what I need you to do is turn that back foot forward into a high lunge, so we don't forget to do those pulses. Ready? Now warrior two hands. I knew there was something. We're going to do 10 pulses. Ready? Run it down. And up. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job. 9, and 10. Now reach it up. Back to warrior two. Bring those toes forward in alignment with each other. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hands to the forward, tuck your chin. Hands to the mat. Walk those hands forward. If you want, lower your forearms down, bend the elbows, tuck your chin. And now lower down to one knee and then the other. Cat, cow, or cobra cat, scaredy cat. If you're a beginner, stick to cat, cow. If you like, cobra cat, scaredy cat. You know the drill. Inhale. And exhale, nice job. Bring your shoulders up over your hips. Step on out, come on up the easy old fashioned way. All right. Lower body. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff coming your way right now. Ready? We're doing the famous split squat sequence. Right in time for the pyramid of pain. So your cardio is going to be in proper form today. All right. Wherever your feet land naturally, that's where they go for squats. Let's do 5 regular squats first, just to warm up the muscles and that posterior chain. So I want you to point the butt back and keep that chest in a straight line, that rail. You're riding the rail, okay? Just 5 easy squats to warm it up. Ready? Bring it down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, reach those hands up. Plant that left foot, step back to the right. We're going to drop that right knee, step forward, squat, step to the right, squat, step back to the center, squat, step it back with the right. Understand? I will call it the entire time. Right side and then the left side. We got 3 of each. Ready? Drop that knee down and up. Step it forward and squat. To the right and squat. To the center, squat. Step it back. 1, drop the knee. And forward, squat. To the right, squat. To the center, squat. Step it back. That's 2, drop the knee. Step it forward, squat. To the right, squat. To the center, squat. And step it back. Nice job. Reach it up. And then we're going into warrior 3. Bring that right foot up off the mat. Straighten that left leg. Lean forward. Ready? Bring it up. Warrior mayhem, folks. Now I want you to unhinge the hips and bring that right knee forward as you reach up and gently lower it down. That helps you keep the form, keeps you focused on your movements, your mechanics, so you're not just flopping around all over the place. All right, grip those toes. Inhale, reach it up through center. Exhale, hinge forward. Grab your elbows, ragdoll. Hands to the back, turn your toes and knees to the side and come down to yogi pose. Ready? Deep breath in. Tuck the chin, drop your head straight, your knees, toes, knees to the front. through center, big up, big breath. Plant the left, step back. Step back to the left. Go to the opposite side of where we were, everybody. We're stepping to the left side this time. Ready? Drop the knee. And step it forward and squat. To the left and squat. Back to center, squat. And back, that's one. Drop the knee down. And step it forward, squat. To the left, squat. To the center, squat. That's two. Step it back, drop the knee. Step it forward, squat. To the left, squat. To the center, squat. And step it back. Lean forward, deep breath in. Bring that left foot up. Warrior 3. Deep breath in. Hinge. Then bring that knee forward. Reach it up. Lower it down. Keep those arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge it forward. Drop your head down. Bring your hands to the mat. Down to one knee. And then the other. Cobra cat, scaredy cat. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Step out into a plank. Downward facing dog. Pedal it back and forth. Both heels to the mat. Deep breath. Bend your knees. Push forward through plank into upward facing dog. Bring it all the way down to the mat. Hands beside ribs. Inhale into cobra. Deep breath in. Bring the chest down. Bring toes together. Push it up through table. And back to child's pose. That's it for me. Evan, you're up, buddy. Thanks, everybody. Trying to stock another pyramid. Well, you better believe it's coming. We got 2 of them. So we're going to start with this one first. So, everybody take a deep breath. And we're going to go up for 3, 2, 1. Arms up. Arms back down. Take a deep breath. Bring yourselves down. We'll count on the down. You can count to 3 if you want. Take a deep breath. And let's go up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up. Bring it in. We're going to lower to 3, 2, 2. Well, if we did 3 and 5, that means we must have a 10 count. Deep breath. And let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up. Arms back down. Lower down for 3, 2, 3. Deep breath. We're coming up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up. Deep breath. Lower yourself back down. Last one for our legs for now. Take a deep breath. And we're going to come up for 3, 2, 1. Arms up. Toes and knees forward. Bending those knees. Hinge forward. Deep breath. Bend those knees. Atlas. Up, 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 up. Off to the side. Put it down. Bring those feet together. Let's just get a quick dynamic stretch on our legs and our hips. Arms up. Now I want you to drop the right. Look up at that left. Now as you inhale, bend your elbow down. Exhale across and look down. You'll feel that stretch in a whole new way. Inhale up. Opposite side. Inhale, bend the elbow. Exhale across. Inhale up. Keep hip distance. And just bring yourself back. And huddle up. Alright, guys. Let's bring our hands down to the mat. Bring yourselves into a high plank. We're going to do a warm up before we get into the real deal here. We're going to do a little bit of plank work. Because why wouldn't we? Alright, guys, take a deep breath. We're going to hold for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Come on your right side if you can. If you need to drop a knee, do it. If you can stack it, do it. If you can open it up, do it. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, center plank again. We're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left side. Remember, stack it up if you can. If you need that leg down, do it. If you can bring it up, do it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center for one more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Start lowering. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down. Let's give our shoulders a break for a sec. Bring your forearms out in front of you. Yeah. One of our fearless leaders, Sarah Spinks, who always likes to go and play in the sandbox. Try and pull those shoulders away from the ears. Deep breath. Exhale, come back down. Put your hands under your shoulders or just in front of your shoulders. Push up into a baby cobra. Just a little one. Remember, try to keep your glutes loose.
tell you what to do, but your body and you. I mean, we can certainly try. Sometimes it needs hands in front of you. Don't do it. All right, listen. All right. All right, right hand underneath that left. And just a little bit of pressure. Just a little bit of dynamic stretching. Perfect. Back to the table. And we are going to do, as I call them, moot cow, meow meow, and a bark bark. So that is our cow, cat, and a down dog. So inhale that moot cow. Exhale, meow meow. Inhale, moot cow. Exhale, meow meow. Inhale, moot cow. Curl those toes, push up into a bark bark. Pedal those feet a little bit. Those who are going to take my classes know what's coming. Take a deep breath. Let it out with me. All right, roll yourself into that plank position. Here we go, guys. Let's fucking do it. R-rated. Here we go. Pyramid of pain. You ready? You don't have a choice. Deep breath. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, last little stretch with us? She's got a shower, so she's out. So we're gonna do some stretching here, guys. So what I do is yoga body science of stretching. So that's flexibility training. There's three main principles. You wanna be wet and noodle. Any position you find yourself in, you wanna be as loose as possible. We try to meet or beat our hold time, so we're up to 2 or 3 minutes in a lot of our poses that we find ourselves in. The third principle is the breathing. So I want you guys to practice the breathing with me here. So I'm up on a pillow just for comfort. I'm just gonna take my feet in front, shoulders back. Let's practice the breathing with me. It's a deep breath. A deep breath in through the nose for a count of 4. And then as you exhale, for a count of 8, I want you to make that humming sound. That activates your vagus nerve, turns on your parasympathetic response, allows you to stay in the stretch for longer. Let's practice that breathing. Big deep breath in through the nose. And then for a count of 8. That 8 count on the exhale really allows you to sink into the stretch. So now, what I'd like you to do, we do a lot of different kinds of stretches, but we're just going to end here because we're at the end of our time with our optional stretch. So for this, I want you to take your feet as wide as you can, comfortably and safely. If you have a strap, you can wrap it around that foot if you'd like. And what I want you to do is try to get those toes back towards your face. Take a nice big, deep breath, take those biceps up to ears, and as you exhale, I just want you to come down the side here. Now with this arm in the front, you can put it wherever you like. You can put it behind, you can put it in front, whatever feels comfortable. But what I'd like you to do is try to feel that stretch, that accordion stretch along the side of those obliques, the side of that rib cage. And wonderful form out there. Look at that hand, and the idea here isn't that you've got to get to that foot. You're not a Ninja Turtle. You don't have to attack the foot. You can stay sideways here, push that belly up to the ceiling, and really feel that nice rib cage stretch there. It feels awesome, especially after all the stuff we've been doing. And we hold this for about a minute on each side. So we reach, we pull, we look at that here. Big deep breath here. Now take biceps to ears, nice and tall, back to center. And then as you exhale, let's go the other way. So same thing. Try to twist that belly up towards the ceiling. You can take that inner arm, you can go out towards the foot if you want. You can come back this way. It just changes the angle of the stretch. None of it's wrong, just different. So I want you to reach with that arm, look down that hand, pull those toes towards your face, and try to do the breathing. Big deep breath in through the nose. And then your cats and dogs and your significant others will look at you funny when you breathe like that, but that is the breathing. Big deep breath here. Good. Back to center. Take those biceps up to ears. Now we're going right down Broadway, we like to call this. Now for this, if you've got blocks and pillows, we use pillows and blocks all the time in my class. You can put blocks and pillows in front and just lean on it. That's all. That's plenty. But if you want to go straight down the middle, you want to work on your flexibility with us, you go straight down Broadway here. You can reach in front long with those arms. You can take those arms out towards your feet. But really the idea here is you're getting that forward action. You're getting that forward lean. That's going to get that nice stretch on the inside and outside of your thighs. You should be noticing it likely in your glutes as well. And this is one of my favorite stretches. Call this the optional stretch. It is not actually optional. You should do it. And all of these stretches are meant to be done as an addendum, in addition to the other workouts that you do here with us or on any other app, any other place. This is meant to be done to increase your flexibility. This is the science of stretching. It's how you prove, without a shadow of a doubt, that you can get all of the flexibility gains you've ever wanted. You just got to spend time under passive tension, I think. Big deep breath. Take biceps up to ears and knees. That is nasty. Nice workout there. Good form, everybody. Now this is called lasagna legs. Let me love this. Bounce those legs up and down in front. Hot and cheesy here, guys. What we do, bounce those legs up and down. Good. Now bring them back, crisscross with the old applesauce here. So we go from lasagna to applesauce, which is a weird transition, but food-wise, I wouldn't eat like that. That is not what we do nutrition-wise here at Project Make. Now, comfort is the key here. So I have a pillow underneath my glutes, I have a pillow underneath my ankles for comfort. Square my sit bones here, get those shoulders back. Now let's do some nice, easy head and neck circles here. I love these head and neck circles. Take your time with this. Really go slow. If you're going slow, go even slower. Think of your head like a big old heavy bowling ball, like a frozen watermelon, just really heavy. And take your time doing those circles. Feel that in your shoulder blades from all that action. Breathing and going up the middle there. Nice easy circles. Go the other way. You're going clockwise, go counterclockwise. Nice and easy, nice and slow. My whole class is stretching, guys. That's all we do in my class. So you do the fire up stuff with the other guys, and you come stretch with me. Now we're going to do some feet and ankles here. Feet and ankle work is so important, so I want you to start with that left foot. Let's get some nice big circles here. So circle that ankle, wiggle those toes. We don't spend enough time on our ankles, guys. That's where we get a lot of our hip mobility, is from our ankles. That's our base. Good. Now go the other way. Big circles the other way. Wiggle those toes. Good. Now flex that foot, and then point like a ballerina. Flex. And then point. Where's my flex? And then point is there. Flex. And then point. Now take that ankle as comfortably as you can. Bring it back to your midsection, best you can. I've been walking that foot back up my thigh. That's going to make it way more intense. So put it right in the crease if that works for you, or even further out. Put that foot wherever you like, comfortably. If it's way out here, that's fine. But try to bring that foot back best you can. Take those biceps up to ears here. Work with your body. That's the beauty of stretching. And then exhale, just fold it forward here. This is what we call the Ryan White small package. You want to get as low as possible, as small as possible. That's a wrestling move. That's the reason we call it that. You can grab underneath your knees here. Really pull down towards the back of that head nice and low. We love this stretch here. A lot of variations on this stretch. So if you want, you can take your right hand to the outside of that left knee. Take that opposite arm behind, look back over that shoulder. Get a nice torso twist. That feels awesome. And your torso feels great in that lower back. And then fold back down the center. Pulling on the bottom of those knees, pulling that head down towards the mat. Good. And just take that right hand to the outside of that left knee. Twist and look over the right shoulder going the other way. Come on, back down the center. And just grab underneath those knees. That small package. Get as tiny as you can here. I like to scooch my belly out of the way because I got a lot of extra skin here. So scooch my belly to the side with my hand and then really move forward best I can. Good. Big deep breath here. Take biceps up to your ears and take that foot out in front. Just give it a little wiggle here. Just take that foot out because it's been kind of, weird position there. Just give it a little circle. Good. Now bring that one back. Now we're going the other way. Nice work out there, folks. Big circles here, wiggling those toes. Thank you for joining us. It means a lot that you guys came here. I know it didn't cost you anything, but your time, and your time is important, so we're glad you're taking it with us. Now, go the other way with that circle, wiggle toes. Feel that crunching and creaking when you do that. You notice that? Now point that ankle, and then flex. Ballerina point like our guy Mike, and then flex. Ballerina point, and then flex. I know he's hearing me. Point, and then flex. Now take that ankle back towards your midsection, comfortably, best you can. Then tuck that foot, biceps to ears, and then as you exhale, fold forward. Nice work out here. Now get low. I like to really reach underneath those knees, really squeeze, and pull my head as low as I can here in this half lotus position. Same thing, you can do those torso twists if you like those. They're great variations. The beauty of the science of stretching is when you find a position, we do a ton of different kinds of stretches. So join us on the app to see more of them. We do a whole Topanga Thursday, which is just laying on our back and taking our legs straight up in the air and doing one-legged hip moves. That's the entire day, laying on our back literally on Thursday. So this is about stretching, about deep tissue stretching. It's breathing and stretching, time under passive tension over time. That's what we do with our science of stretching. And it is proven to increase your flexibility. So join us if you'd like. Kind of stuff we do. Real basic. Big deep breath. Take biceps to ears, and we know you won't stretch unless you take the time to do it, right? So take the time. Now take that foot out, get it out of there, do those circles, wiggle those toes good. Bring it back, crisscross with the old applesauce. Fist in the mat, shoulders back, and we're going to end the way I like to end them all. Left hand in the chest, right hand in the belly. Big deep breath. May this practice strengthen and heal my mind and my body. Big deep breath. May this practice strengthen and heal my mind and my body. Of course, we throw up those devil horns for our girl Sarah. And now, fellow Mystica, is that full 4-person sampler Sunday workout. How did you do? Want to hear from you guys. Don't go